This is how world wars can start. Even the BBC's security correspondent makes a stark assessment of new MOD claims by me here at Scourge of the Spin Machine. The BBC's security correspondent, Frank Gardner, rightly observed this is how world wars can start after the Ministry of Defence claimed 2 Russian warplanes, repeatedly and dangerously, intercepted an unarmed RAF spy plane over the Black Sea last month. A Russian Su-35 fighter approached the surveillance aircraft, getting close enough to trigger the aircraft's emergency systems and to disable its autopilot. And an Su-27 jet also carried out 6 passes in front of the RAF plane, getting as close as 6 meters to the nose. The MOD says this is the most dangerous Russian action since 2022, when a rogue pilot fired a missile at the same type of plane, called a river joint, also over the Black Sea. Had that missile struck its target, dozens of British personnel could have been killed. Notably, Frank Gardner himself served in the British Army before joining the BBC. Scourge of the Spin Machine, that's us, was one of the few channels to pick up on the 2022 incident, which had been left unreported for a year after it had first occurred. There is another precedent as well for such near misses. In 2001, a collision between an American EP-3 spy plane and a Chinese interceptor forced the US aircraft to make an emergency landing on Chinese territory, where its 24 crew members were detained. But this was before Ukraine, before Trump, before 9/11, in what now feels like another geopolitical era. Can anyone imagine a similar incident taking place today between major powers without instant, rapid escalation? Online discourse likes to insist that we're already living through World War III, but for me, the threshold for such a conflict remains much higher: nuclear use or direct and escalating hostility between the great powers themselves. Incidents like these over the Black Sea are exactly the sort of moments that can bring that world into being. Gardner repeatedly describes RAF aircraft as monitoring activity over the Black Sea. The UK Defence Journal says that our planes are simply there to keep an eye on Russia. How thoughtful of them. Whatever share of blame falls on each side, the broader lesson should be obvious. When nuclear powers play aerial games of chicken, luck eventually runs out. So far, media coverage has been limited to the usual denunciations of Russian aggression. Pulling back from the brink should not be treated as weakness, but as survival. Like and subscribe. Click the things.